ever heard the story of twins having different ages? Wait, what? Twins having different ages? Yes, you've heard correctly. But how is that possible? Quite simple. John is an astronaut and traveled in space, inside of a rocket, for 3 years, while Paul stayed on Earth. But how exactly does that work?
To explain this phenomenon, first we need to clarify that the speed of light always remains constant. You can see that easily by having a look at the micromolar interferometer. This is the construction of the experiment. The light goes straight forward through the beam splitter, is separated into 2 directions. In the first, it is heading straight forward to one mirror. Second, it is reflected at a 90-degree angle on the other mirror. Then both are reflected and reunited by the beam splitter. Finally, it hits the surface and you might see an interference. Now we put it on Earth. We can see that the light is traveling parallel and the other vertical to the rotation of the Earth. Meaning traveling this way is shorter than traveling that way. If we rotate it 90 degrees, we can see that this is the shorter one and this is the longer one now. Because of this difference, we should see a change of the interference here, but we do not. This brings us to the conclusion that the speed of light cannot be influenced and always remains constant at about 300,000 kilometers per second.
And now I can welcome you to our spaceship. Right here are the source of the light and the mirror. To ease the process of understanding, these are 1 light second apart from each other. 1 light second is the distance light travels in 1 second, meaning our spaceship is unrealistically large, which is unavoidable in this case, just as our unrealistic speed of 50% of the speed of light. For you, we show the speed of light in slow motion, so the light is traveling up and downwards, what actually takes 2 seconds. But the guy up there on the moon would disagree with me there.
Right, because I can see the spaceship actually moving, so in slow motion, I see this. As you can see from my point of view, the light is traveling diagonally because of the distance the spaceship itself travels. And because of the inner perspective, we know that the light will hit the mirror, so the only way for the light to travel is diagonally. That means that the light is traveling a longer way than it does when it's traveling straight up and down as the astronaut inside of the spaceship sees it. But how can that be? Can light travel at different speeds after all? No, because we already have proven the constant of the speed of the light. That means that inside of the very fast-running spaceship, the time must pass slower than it does here on the moon or on Earth. That is called time dilation and is part of Einstein's special theory of relativity. For this theory, he wrote 2 postulates, and the second says the speed of the light in a vacuum is the same independent of the source or the observer, which is basically what we just talked about.
This is also the reason why John is younger after his return to Earth than his twin Paul. While time passed on Earth and Paul aged, John aged slower. Therefore, as we just saw, time in John's spaceship passed slower as well. Unfortunately, we cannot fly as fast as it will be necessary, but maybe in future such speeds will be reachable.